Now, our ex becomes missing.
Our ex?
So I was wondering.
You say our ex.
Yeah, we both have dated the same woman.
Oh, okay. Hi everybody, welcome in. Today we're going to be watching a new video. It's called Teens Accidentally Run Into Secret Cult Body Dump, which is insane. I did get a sneak peek of the cult in question, and they look stupid. They look stupid. I don't respect them. I feel like if you have a cult, you have to have swag. You have to look good. You know what I'm saying? If you look stupid, no one's gonna respect your cult. Here we go.
Like, my heart is beating, bro.
This group of teenagers are in the middle of exploring an abandoned building in Michigan. Just a few feet away from them is something they were never meant to see.
You want me to get close up for you? Hey, I'm Come on, Aiden.
They brought the SWAT team out.
When police arrive to investigate, they discover this killing might be part of something far darker, with ritualistic clues pointing to a murder orchestrated by a cult. And
Oh my fucking God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Remember when I was like, sometimes people don't have enough problems, they create their own problems, okay? The Crips wouldn't take them. The Bloods wouldn't take them. I don't think that they are cool enough to consider themselves a gang. Okay, so they took Green and they look like an insane clown posse fan club with the Adidas merged with the weed. Detroit. Of course this is Detroit. Of course it. You know what? Let's just play. Nah. This looks like a fucking rave group.
a cult. And as detectives begin closing in on its members and turning them on each other, they discover that this may not have
They turned them on each other? Did they all snitch on each other? Because that would be the best outcome.
been the cult's first
Oh my God, it's the St. Patty's fucking cult gang.
victim.
Richie, so to speak, that they wanted to kill right after getting married.
It's like a gang or something?
No, it wasn't a gang. Steve called it a family.
I know you didn't say the number I heard, right?
16?
I killed 16 people.
You killed 16 people is what I said.
It's a late Thursday evening in Monroe County, Michigan, when 7 high school students decide to explore an abandoned juvenile detention center. But the moment they step inside, they stumble upon something they were never meant to see and immediately start recording.
I don't even know if I want to really get it.
All right, so we seen my fault. We seen the body.
I've seen a body, bro.
This is for.
Like, my heart is beating, bro.
They're gonna do the teenager thing, right? Where they're like, we saw a body, and then they all go in together, and they all go, ah! And then they all run out together because that's what kids do.
Tell me this. I don't want. I'm not looking either. Look.
Bro, you could be
You want me to get close up for you? Hey, I'm Here, moving.
Wait, am I moving? Hold up. I'm sorry.
Yes. Here, move the door. Kick that.
Bro, we're not moving it. The one kid in the back that was literally going, I'm not looking, you could be traumatized by this. He's actually fucking goated for that.
Upon seeing what appears to be the dead body of a young woman, the boys run back to their car and drive off. Despite knowingly trespassing, one of them calls 911 and
As they
begins
should.
describing in detail the gruesome discovery they had just made inside.
Monroe County 911. What's the address of your emergency?
Hi. So we were exploring a abandoned building, and I think we found a dead body.
Okay, what was the address?
Right now we're at the Monroe Travel Center.
Where was the address you were exploring?
It's the old student center, or like an old school or something.
You're pretty far away from Netto.
Yeah, because we drove away and we didn't know what to do.
Tell me exactly what happened.
Like, he moved a door that was on the ground, and underneath it, there was a tarp, and under the tarp, he saw a foot. So we left and called.
Can you give me a call when you get back to the pilot center?
Oh my god! Did she just say go back there? Did she just say give me a call when you go back? I'd be like, no, bitch. What the fuck? Absolutely not. I won't be going back. I'm actually calling my mom and my mom will meet you there.
Yes.
After directing the teens to a safe location, Michigan State
Oh, to a safe location. Oh, I'm stupid.
Police are dispatched to Boysville, an abandoned juvenile campus with dozens of rooms and corridors. Once officers arrive with no electricity and a potential homicide scene waiting inside, they draw their weapons and prepare to move in.
Just keep track of how many rooms, like, look at how many sections there are of the building. Keep track of how many sections you think you're going through so you don't get lost. Yeah. So you three want to go first, me and Llewellyn will stay back.
One row.
Well, it's right there.
That door on the left.
You guys go first, I'll, oh, I got your 6.
Long hallway.
Well, job is done. Here's the body. Forensics, get out here.
On the floor, underneath the tarp, lies the deceased body the teens found earlier. But before officers can properly examine it, they have to clear the rest of the building and make sure they're the only ones inside.
Okay, there's a, I know this seems like a really stupid comparison, but there's an old jail in Phasmophobia that I always get lost in, like back when I used to play that game, and this is giving me those same vibes. Like, this is probably fucking terrifying. This is probably so fucking terrifying. Also, there were like, what, six teenagers? How the fuck did they all fit in one car?
There's a series of rooms. Multiple doors here. Let me take right.
Walking through. Walking through. Stay, please.
After an hour of clearing the building room by room, officers find no one else inside. With the building now cleared,
That layout doesn't
officers
seem that
return to the
confusing,
victim and begin trying to identify her. Given the location, they initially assume she may have been homeless and simply overdosed. But that assumption would quickly be turned upside down upon further inspection.
But there was a time where people were coming in here like on a regular basis, like the haunted house type stuff, you know, like looking for ghosts and whatnot. I think that's blood under her head, like she got hit or...
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah. Well, unless suspect is on top and slams your head on the ground. Yeah, it's not blood.
No, it's like bronze or almost gold.
What?
It's all over her.
It's on her face, her arms,
on her neck,
her shirt.
Look at how her legs are positioned. Shirt's pulled up. I'll get my fingerprint scanner out here in a little bit.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna...
Yeah.
They got a fucking fingerprint scanner? You don't have to take samples no more? What, how does that work?
Probably what, mid-20s, 30s maybe. I mean, she might not even be local. It might be somebody a truck driver picked up.
As officers can...
Once again, truck drivers are our first suspects. Why? Because Highway 80 killings are higher than any other killings along Highway 80. The Interstate Highway 80, come on now. Goddamn truckers, those goddamn fucking truckers.
Continue examining the body, they notice several unusual details. The victim is covered in an unfamiliar substance, surrounded by candles, and across her legs are what appear to be scribbles and strange markings. While one officer moves to retrieve a portable fingerprint scanner a few miles away, another group of officers makes contact with the teens who discovered the body.
They're
all
traumatized,
shaken
bro.
up yet cooperative,
Friends for
handing over the
life.
video they recorded inside, and it quickly becomes
They're
clear
friends
to detectives
forever,
that
man.
they're far more worried about a trespassing charge than being tied to what happened to the victim, so they're eventually let go. Back at the abandoned property, the officer scans the victim's fingerprints and learns that she is, in fact, a local, 22-year-old Kayla Sadowski.
Was she reported missing?
Moments later, paramedics arrive and examine the body, confirming two things. She's been here for some time, and the head injuries are consistent with 3 gunshot wounds. Sometime after midnight, officers lock down the rest of the building and return to the station, intent on resuming the investigation at first light. And as the investigation would begin coming together, detectives would become convinced this is not only a homicide, but part of something far more disturbing,
What the fuck?
possibly even ritualistic.
If you live with him and you leave and he finds out you leave, needless to say, you're going to be the next.
Steve said that she was screaming, Steve! Steve, help! Steve, help!
Do you want to go see your dad? Do you want to be with your mom?
Yes.
Or you want to live?
The next morning, officers begin reviewing every available CCTV camera in the area, and
It's a bunch of fucking Discord moderators pulling up with green bandanas. Are you fucking serious right now? It's just they're all snitching on each other. They find one body, everybody folds. Aren't cults like so dedicated? They're like, we would never tell. Like, you can't get a word out of a Scientologist. Fuck you mean?
after hours of combing through footage dating back 2 weeks, they finally spot her. On February 15th at around 10 p.m., Kayla is seen leaving the Rosler Street
they're
apartments
LARPing
and walking
cultists.
across the Rosler Street Bridge. An hour later, at around 11 p.m., she appears on camera again, walking across the same bridge. But this time, she stops, turns around, and gets into a black Mercury Milan, wearing the same skirt she would later be found dead in. When officers run the vehicle's license plate, they learn it's registered to 44-year-old Stephen Bales, a man Kayla has an active protective order against. And just like that, investigators have their first suspect. That same afternoon, officers rushed to...
You're telling me she went missing and you investigated the man she has a protective order against and didn't find any evidence that she was killed? You didn't find any evidence on him at that time that she was killed?
Stephen's house, but what they find is troubling to say the least. A note taped to the front door stating that he and his wife, Narina, have left for their honeymoon. To investigators, the timing seems far too convenient, so they try calling him, but he never picks up.
This is Stephen Bales. Leave a message after the beep.
A search warrant is requested, but in the meantime, there's little police can do but wait, while Stephen and whoever else may be responsible remains free to roam the streets. 2 weeks pass after the body is discovered, yet there's still no sign of Stephen. But then, more than 100 miles away in Shelby, Ohio, police receive a 911 call they certainly aren't expecting, as 19-year-old Bryn Smith tells dispatchers someone is trying to kill him. And when Ohio officers go to meet him, they would unknowingly step into another state's investigation and give them an unexpected lead.
Hello, what's going on?
So I finally got away from him and I just called the cops, so they're here now. So I got you on the phone because you're a witness for me.
So, my cousin in Monroe, Michigan, this is my aunt, by the way. She knows, like, everything going on.
Is she on FaceTime?
Yeah, she's on FaceTime. You can't really see her.
I couldn't see it. Okay. Good.
So, he's wanted for murder right now in Monroe, Michigan, for the Kayla Sadowski death. And I was apparently wanted for it as well at some point, but I had left his house today, just ran away from him because, like, he never gives me. He's, like, weird. He'll keep you at his house. He'll use you for your money.
Do you have any idea on you?
I have nothing on me except my tablet, my phone, and socks.
Well, I tell you what I'm going to do, just because I don't know you. I'm just going to pat you down. Do you have any knives or anything on you?
No, just socks.
Okay, let me pat you down. Do you live here?
No.
Currently, there's an investigation going on, and he just actually confessed that his cousin did it. He's wanted for murder right now. They don't even have a warrant to go through his house. He just outright was like, they want that. That's the fucking guy. Anyways, he's gonna kill me next.
This is some strange funny call guys. So what's this cat's name? Steve Bales.
Like, I ran away from him. Like, I ran. I don't know how long I've been running. I just ran away from him. We stopped at the gas station and I just ran. Does that make sense? Like, I stopped because, like, I lived with him and he won't let you leave his house when you're there. He's weird. He will hurt you. I have videos of the person that did it admitting to it.
Oh, wow.
Because I lived with all of them in the house together, like in one bedroom. And she was acting real funny one day, so I had, like, walked away and I called her on my own phone and I got videos of her.
Why don't we go out of the seat in the back of this officer's car on the other side? Come.
So far, this guy is, like, innocent, right? He's like, you can't keep someone in your cult. If someone wants to leave your cult, you have to kill them, right? If you already know bro is trying to escape any chance he gets. I mean, not that I'm not trying to give out advice, right? I'm not trying to give out advice, but, like, this is where the cult went wrong. If he doesn't want to be affiliated with your gang anymore, you have to kill him, right? Like, take notes, dude. What are the Crips and Bloods doing? What are you fucking doing, Green Gang?
Yeah.
As if the investigation wasn't complicated enough, Bryn is accusing someone other than Steven of being the killer and even refers to a group of people he and Steven had been living with. The problem is, these officers are from another state and know nothing about Kayla's murder, so they decide to take him to the station to get some clarity on the situation. Upon arriving, officers contact Michigan State Police, and that's when they are finally briefed on Kayla's murder investigation. More than anything, Michigan investigators are fixated on this alleged confession video, urging Ohio detectives to obtain it as quickly as possible.
Yeah,
Once Bryn sits down for his interview, what he would go on to describe would sound to detectives almost as if he had just escaped a cult.
Now you don't gotta worry about me being killed.
So, and this gentleman that apparently killed this girl, what's his name?
Steve. Well, I know who killed her. I have a video of her admitting to it. Because we all lived in the same apartment together. So there was a one-bedroom apartment that he owned, him and his wife.
An arena?
He had like 8 people living there. I was one of them. And in order to live there, he took your food stamp card. He would take whatever card you had. And basically your money and everything was his. I did not agree to that.
All right, not that hypothetically, if I would have a cult, right, and I'm the head of the cult, and they're living in dismay, I would have to make them somewhat want to be there. And so, hypothetically, in Minecraft, what I would do is I would introduce drugs. You know, we would introduce drugs so that they don't focus on the filth that they live in. Okay, we focus on we are so high all the time, and we feel so good. You could do anything with my food stamp card. Minecraft. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was just like keeping them there sober, vaping. They're just vaping and he's using them and everyone's just gonna be okay with that. Where's the brainwashing?
So he knew not to take from me. I just stayed there. I slept on the couch. I woke my head and I laid my head. So we're going down and he gets married through all this. Now, our ex becomes missing.
Our ex?
So I was wondering, because
you say our ex.
Yeah, we both had dated the same woman.
Okay.
Oh,
so
okay. At the same time?
She becomes missing, and everybody in the house starts acting weird. So I'm going to try to pull up this video of Caitlin, the one who supposedly killed Gail, admitting that she did it.
Did you ever think about going to the Michigan authorities with this?
I couldn't.
Why?
If you live with him, and you leave, and he finds out you leave, and he finds you, basically, needless to say, you're going to be the next. So if you live with him, you're not allowed to leave. He's basically a person who's going to get you in his house and he's going to trap you in him. Keep you just for your money.
To Detective's surprise, Bryn seems unusually open and talkative for someone who believes he's being hunted. After all, there's no telling whether Steven will come after him the moment this interview is over. At this point, investigators need to see this video Bryn can't stop talking about, but what they're about to see would be far more than Bryn promised.
So who do you think killed this girl?
I know who killed her. I got the video right here to show you.
Okay, well, let's see it, my man.
Is my body cam on?
You can obviously tell I was shocked as hell.
How many? I know you didn't say the number I heard, right? 16?
You've killed 16 people is what I said.
And you see, I haven't never been to jail for it.
And you see I've never been to jail for it. And now I have one more video of her admitting that I was the killer of Kayla, basically.
Why did you
Bruh.
Threatened my son.
She threatened my son.
So that conversation that I watched, she said that she did it because she threatened her son.
Yeah.
Do you know some more information about that?
No, that's all I know.
Like,
I don't
was
go
it
to church?
Like, is her?
Apparently, she threatened her son at church. That's the most I know of that.
And how'd she kill her?
She said that she shot her twice.
Okay.
On the video.
3 times.
Wow.
She even said that she threw the gun in the river. What river? If I know.
Mm-hmm.
The woman in the video is 33-year-old Kaylin Ramsey, seemingly implying that she was responsible not only for Kayla's death, but for 15 other murders as well. It's a chilling claim that investigators would have no choice but to look into, especially coming from someone they would later connect to a deadly cult.
They look stupid.
After several more hours of questioning, Bryn is eventually released and told to notify investigators of any contact from Steven or Kaylin, unaware that the man they've just let go may not be as innocent as he claims.
I'm not even gonna say anything. I'm not even gonna say anything because it was the most obvious thing in the world. He was probably a part of it.
Later that evening, investigators call Kaylin and are surprised to learn that she's also in Ohio. So they ask her to come to the station the following day to assist with the investigation, withholding the real reason they want to speak with her. And interestingly, she agrees, almost as if she already has a plan to outsmart the detectives. The next morning, Kaylin arrives at the Huron County Sheriff's Office in Ohio, and alongside her is her lawyer. But as she's escorted to the interrogation room, there's a surprise waiting for her.
Oh my God, is that your lawyer, bitch? You're going to jail! You're going to jail!
Detectives from the Michigan State Police, including lead investigator Detective Peterson, have traveled to Ohio for this very interview. And as Kaylin's interview begins, her story would quickly start to unravel until she eventually slips up and says something she was never supposed to know. But before we get to that, this case is a disturbing reminder of how quickly someone else's actions can change your life forever. In January 2021, 62-year-old Lewis Brown was driving to work at his job as a deli meat cutter when another driver pulled out into an intersection and collided with him. The crash left him with severe injuries that changed his life forever.
Is this
and
an ad?
The worst part, he was only offered $50,000 to settle the case. Instead of accepting that, he turned to this video's sponsor, Morgan & Morgan. With their experienced legal team, the case ultimately resulted in a
No, because this is so funny. No, because you should always have a lawyer. No, because I'm letting this ad play. I'm writing this phone number down.
$5.8 million jury verdict for Mr. Brown. There's a reason his case didn't end at $50,000, and that's the reason why Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, they've been fighting for the people and have recovered over $30 billion for their clients. With more than 1,000 lawyers and over 100 offices nationwide, they have the resources to handle serious injury cases across all 50 states. If you're you're ever injured because of someone else's negligence, you deserve fair compensation. Morgan & Morgan fights to get their clients the best possible outcome.
That was legitimately the most seamless ad I've ever seen.
There are no upfront costs. You pay nothing out of pocket unless they recover money for you. If you ever find yourself in that situation, you can check out Morgan & Morgan by visiting www.forthepeople.com/Dr.
Injured? Good. Morgan are here for you. Hey, do you have a life-changing injury? Good. We can get you bank for that. Hey, are you willing to trade walking for the rest of your life for about $5.8 million? We have your back.
Insanity. First link in the description or by scanning the QR code on screen. Again, that's forthepeople.com/Dr. Insanity. With that said, let's get back to Kaylin's interview, where she's about to reveal something only someone connected to the murder should have known.
We're going to be asking you a lot of questions. A lot of these questions we already know the answer to. So, you know I don't play games, you know that? We went and got him to make sure you had him here. Mm-hmm. Right? That's important, that I want to make sure you feel comfortable. Rate your life on a scale from 1 to 10. 1 is the worst life ever, 10 is the best life ever.
Right now?
Yeah.
It's a 1.
It's a 1?
But after, hopefully today, it'll be a 10.
Okay. So, what's going wrong right now?
Me living my life in fear.
And why are you living in fear?
Because of this guy, Stephen Bales.
Okay, why are you so afraid of Stephen Bales?
He's threatened my life.
Okay, how did he threaten you?
He's threatened to kill me.
Okay. Do you know Kayla Sadowski?
I knew of her. She was one of my friends at one point until I moved out here 3 years ago and we lost contact.
Tell me about her. Tell me about Kayla.
She was such a sweetheart. Oh my God. She even loved my youngest son. She was a sweetheart. She was just like me, outgoing, laid back, calm, give her shirt off her back to whoever needed it more than her. Her and I were a lot alike.
Was she easy to get along with them?
Oh yeah, she was very easy to get along with. Such a sweetheart.
Okay, did you have any conflicts with her ever?
No, I've never had a conflict with her at all whatsoever.
Was there a time where, recently, where she accused you of hitting with her belt?
No, not that I'm aware of. Okay. It's something I would never do. I don't have a mean bone in my body.
Okay, understood.
Anyone you talk to about me will tell you I'm such a sweetheart.
Okay, I believe it.
Last contact I had with her was just shortly before whatever happened to her.
You know, it's like those people, I'm so kind, I'm so generous. It's kind of like the same thing when she says, I don't have a mean bone in my body. It's like, if you don't say that, right? Like you don't have to say that. You could just say, oh no, I could never do that. It's like, I've never had to tell anyone I'm kind and generous. I don't have a mean bone on my body. I'd give you the shirt off my back. Like, no, that's what other people say about you, right? Other people say that about you. But she's like, oh, I don't have a mean bone in my body. Like, I don't believe you, bitch. It's deeds, not words. Exactly. No one who's actually is nice has to say that.
And it kills me. I had just talked to her about maybe the day before or maybe a few days before she had passed at the grocery store.
Okay. When was that?
Around Valentine's Day.
Here, Kaylin seemingly places the murder around Valentine's Day, nearly 2 weeks before Kayla's body was discovered. To investigators, this appears to be a major slip-up, as the precise date of the murder has never been publicly released. The detective, however, refrains from confronting her, careful not to cause her to shut down. But now, he would reveal the real reason she's here and see if she can somehow explain it away.
I'm not making this up. I'm not here to trick you. We have a video of you saying that you were the one that killed her.
No. I would never kill anybody. Because I'm a sweetheart. I would never hurt anybody.
No. Me? I'm an angel. I'm a sweetheart. I've never... Dude, she lies like kids lie.
This is why I take the time to talk to you.
So it's 5 videos.
We'll go through them all if you want to.
Unless they're trying to pin this on me that I had nothing to do with.
Well, let's watch these, and I want to talk to you because let's just...
How many? I know you didn't say the number I heard, right? 16?
I was all forced. They forced me to say all that.
Let's watch them all, and then I want to hear.
How'd you get there? How'd you get her there?
See, you can clearly tell they're trying to set me
To the
up.
white van. This isn't my first time. That's why I'm trying to get you. Listen to what I'm telling you to do.
Obviously, I want your side to that. Right? That's why we're
How
here.
does she
So what
talk
is your
herself
side?
out of this?
My side to it is I had nothing to do with Kayla's death.
Because you can really help us, okay? And in turn, I don't make guarantees, but
Right.
there's a chance you might help yourself. But I want to make something clear. We know when Kayla died, okay? And we also know that we have a video of you with Steve, okay, and Narina, very short time after her death, together at a party store. I do not think you're the mastermind. I think that there's a lot of influence by Steve. There's no doubt there's a lot of influence by Steve.
You want to talk to me again?
I think I'm done for today.
Okay.
My stress level's getting too high. It's slowly making me sick.
After being shown the video,
Her fucking lawyer's like, you want me to do something about this? Do you want to talk to me again? I was zoning out. You want to tell me what's going on?
Exactly what investigators feared most. She ends the interview before giving them enough probable cause to detain her, and so she's released. The following day, detectives finally get their first lucky break. The search warrant for Stephen's apartment is approved. Wasting no time, Michigan officers rush back to his residence, hoping to find answers to Kayla's murder and perhaps a clue as to where Stephen may have fled. Upon entering the cramped one-bedroom apartment, deputies are stunned to find evidence that at least 7 people had been living here, and things would only get stranger from here. Throughout the apartment, officers notice a recurring theme: the Grim Reaper. Stephen had adopted the name Grim, labeling many of his belongings with it. Inside a journal, deputies discover that he referred to his wife, Narina, as Lady Death.
And
the
then
group even
they
had
let
its
her
own
go.
name, the Reapers. At this point, investigators begin to suspect they're not dealing with a group of friends or even a gang, but a full-blown cult. As the search unfolds, investigators back at the station begin monitoring Stephen's online activity.
Is this
and
on
before
Facebook?
long, a Facebook photo stops them in their tracks. The image was taken during Stephen's wedding on February 14th, Valentine's Day. Police immediately recognize Stephen, his wife Narina, Bryn, and Kaylin. But the remaining 4 people are complete unknowns to the investigators, and detectives suspect they may also have been involved in the homicide.
The St.
Stephen's
Patty's Day
mother is
murder
quickly
gang.
rolled out, along with a family friend who appears to have little connection to the group. But the same can't be said for the remaining 2, Alex Fico and Sierra Bemis. 2 people Stephen has taken under his wing. That same afternoon, Detective Peterson calls them both and asks them to come to the station. And as Detective Peterson prepares to interview them, he needs to answer 2 critical questions. What is their connection to Stephen, and where does their loyalty to him end?
Tell me about your relationship with Steve Bales.
He was a good father, kinda. Didn't really get along.
Good father, kind of. What didn't you get along with him for?
Because he always wanted to take my money and use my food stamps.
Did you let him?
I gave him my card and he never gave it back.
I want you to tell me everything you can, everything you know about the death of Kayla Sadowski.
Everything I know. Alright, so Steve Bales, I met him at Buscemi's Pizzeria, Monroe Street. I was real strung out one day and drunk at the same time, and guy took me by the hand and looked me dead in my eye and told me that I could get over it. You know, you gotta pick a God.
Steve handshake?
Yeah, so a very firm handshake, and it felt brotherly. It felt like he was expressing.
He's preying on weak people.
They made me feel good for like being sober and not drinking.
That was nice of them, actually. Okay. Was there anything good about Steve?
No.
No. Because you described him as a good father, so...
Mal said, just like all cult leaders. Excuse me, not me. Okay, for you to say all cult leaders is wrong. Okay, some cult leaders. Okay, not me. Not this one.
There was nothing good about that.
No, not really.
Okay. Do you think he used you?
Yes.
No.
Okay.
Interestingly, Sierra struggles to find a single good thing to say about Steven, yet both she and Alex still consider him family. Like many manipulative leaders, Steven targeted vulnerable people at their lowest, offering them support, housing, and a sense of belonging. Over time, that trust turned into control, with members handing over their income and providing for him financially. But Steven's influence extended far beyond money and into violence, as Detective Peterson is about to learn.
So when was the night that Kayla got murdered?
I believe it was the night of their wedding. Like, they just crazily went out and, you know, that was their ritual, so to speak, that they wanted to kill right after getting married. Caitlin, Kay, the one who she did the killing. She's at least she
That's
said
two
she did
people
the
saying she did it.
Kaylin and Kayla didn't get along. Why not?
Because they were already fighting over Steve.
So were Kaylin and Steve, were they romantically involved?
Yes.
Okay. And Kayla and Steve were romantically involved?
Yes.
And so Kaylin, you're saying, I don't want to put words in your mouth, was jealous of Kayla?
Yes.
Was Steve planning this at the wedding?
Not like sit down saying, we're doing this, and I'm doing this. No.
So based on what you can tell, do you think Steve helped plan this?
Yeah, I think Steve planned it all. He said she's gotta go.
As the interviews continue, Detective Peterson learns that
Fucking
Steven
Kaylin and
was
Kayla are
involved
going at
with
it.
3 women at once: his wife Narina, Kaylin, and Kayla. With tensions between Kaylin and Kayla escalating for months, detectives suspect Steven was deliberately fueling his rivalry for his own benefit. But Detective Peterson would soon learn that Steven wasn't the only man in the house exploiting the women.
Uh-oh.
As Alex's and Sierra's interviews are unfolding, detectives decide to give Bryn a call and ask him to come to the station. After being the first to expose Kaylin and appearing in Steven's wedding photos, Peterson is convinced he must know more about the murder than he initially admitted. And as he sits down for his interview, investigators are about to discover that Bryn played a role as well. One he conveniently failed to mention the first time around.
Because I know you guys have camera footage of me driving. Yeah. I know you guys got the footage from where I picked her up. I'm not stupid.
Exactly. And where did you pick her up at?
At the corner store.
Did you just pick up her? Are you alone or are you with anybody else?
Oh, no. There was someone else in the car.
Who was with you?
Steve.
So what was the conversation that led to you picking her up?
Hey, where are you?
Okay, he's trying to tell him, I know what you have. I know what you have on me. I know what you got. Like, he's got an upper hand on this. They can't even tell who's driving that car. You can't even tell on the footage who's driving that fucking car. He's giving them all this information for free. What?
Yeah, what are you doing? Nothing. Off work. What are you doing? Nothing. You want to hang out for a few? Well, there was Steve's chance because he knew I was talking to her. Yeah, you better do that.
Okay. So does she think, and I'm not sure, does she think that you guys are dating again at this point on February 16th?
I'm guessing, because she called me babe at one point.
Okay, so what makes you think that she's now...
I didn't like that.
What makes you think she's now... She believes that you two are together as a couple?
Because she called me babe for like 3 times. I didn't say anything, but the 4th time I said something.
So before you picked her up on February 15th or 16th in the black car with Steve hiding in the back seat, if I got anything wrong, correct me. I'd just like to kick it back out so we're on the same page. When was the last communication you had before that? Was there any communication that made her think that you guys were together as a couple? Any like pillow talk type of stuff?
The most I can think that she thinks we were together is when I said, I love you, you're a really good friend of mine. And I said that on Valentine's Day because she called me and said, I got chocolate for you.
Although Bryn insists he was simply following Steven's orders, what he doesn't realize is that detectives have already recovered his text messages with Kayla, telling a very different story.
He let her
For
on.
weeks, Bryn had been romantically speaking with Kayla online. In fact, just days before her death, she had saved his number in her phone as boyfriend. And now detectives would begin looking at Bryn, Sierra, and Alex side by side, comparing their stories and exposing contradictions. With pressure mounting and the possibility of prison looming over them, the Reapers are moments away from turning on one another, shattering the loyalty Steven spent years building.
Okay, you were there when she was shot.
But I didn't pull the trigger, nor did I go in the building.
Thank you.
Exactly.
So
I was a driver threatened by my life. Do you want to go see your dad? Do you want to be with your mom?
Yes.
Or you want to live?
Save the lie.
Exactly
Save
what
the
I was
lie, because
told.
that's the lie is more important.
She said the third shot, she put it to her head. Steve said that she was screaming, Steve, help! Steve, help!
Oh my God, this poor girl.
Bryn specifically said, drop that. Oh. This gun, I had possession of it at one point in time. That's how my DNA would be on it. They said somebody's threatening them. That's how they manipulated me. They said somebody was threatening them that, they needed protection. Can we get that gun back?
And then they came out and we all left it with home.
Okay, what was said in the car when they all came out?
That she's finally dead.
Who said that?
Steve and Kevin.
Steve and Kaylin?
They told me how they killed her.
Okay, what did they tell you?
They said they were talking to her and Kaylin just shot her in the back of her head.
Kaylin shot her in the back of the head.
Yes.
Okay. And who was talking to her?
Steve.
Okay.
As you see,
You have the same green pocket knife?
Yeah, as you see, it was.
Why do you guys all have green pocket knives that are the
Well,
same?
we also all had green bandanas.
What? It's like a gang or something?
No, it wasn't a gang. Steve called it a family.
Although multiple members of the
not a
Reapers
gang, it's a
identify
family.
Kaylin as the shooter, they consistently point detectives back to the same person as the mastermind, Steven. The picture detectives begin to piece together is this. Bryn tricked Kayla and lured her to Boysville. Alex supplied the gun, Kaylin pulled the trigger, and Steven watched it all unfold without ever getting his hands dirty. With this, Alex, Bryn, and Sierra's interviews come to an end as all three are placed under arrest.
Y'all better have some self-respect. Y'all better have some self-respect before you let anybody fuck with you mentally, like play you so hard that you end up doing their dirty work.
A nationwide bolo is issued for Steven and Narina. And while the couple believes they've managed to disappear for good, even the most brilliant masterminds eventually make a mistake, and they are no exception. Over the next several weeks, authorities chase lead after lead until they finally pick up Steven's trail. Bank surveillance cameras capture Steven and Narina on CCTV, and before long, investigators track the couple more than 700 miles from Michigan to a relative's home in New Hanover County, North Carolina. A SWAT team is called in, and the house is quickly surrounded. But despite repeated commands to come outside, Steven refuses to surrender, barricading himself inside and preparing for his final stand. Hours pass with little progress, forcing officers to deploy tear gas that finally drives the couple out of the house.
Oh my fucking God, they tear gas them? Holy shit!
More than 6 weeks after the murder, Steven and Narina are taken into custody and transported into the New Hanover County Sheriff's Office. At this point, detectives know a lot, but not everything. They still need to determine whether Steven orchestrated Kayla's murder or if the Reapers acted on their own.
Dude.
And with investigators believing they're dealing with a dangerous cult, they can't rule out the possibility that there are other victims still waiting to be found. Perhaps even the 15 other murders Kaylin claimed
Like,
to have.
you join a cult and they're like, here's your outfit, and it's some bullshit bandana, like a green bandana and a green beanie. Get the fuck out of there. Unless they're like, here's some LSD, some crack cocaine. I'll make sure you have food and water, and also here's your robes that you wear to our ritual, and that shit looks fire. Then you can stay. But I come into a cult and they look like this. No, absolutely the fuck not.
He found perhaps even
You guys look like
the
a fucking
15
competitive
other
cheerleading
murders
club.
Kalen claimed to have committed.
What the fuck?
Once at the station,
They look like those
Steven
kids
and
from
Narina are separated and placed
Step
into
Up
different
2 or
interview
whatever. The
rooms,
dancing
and Detective
fucking
Peterson decides to
where they
begin
start
with
crunking
Narina.
on each other
If he can
for
get
dance
Steven's
competition.
own wife to start talking, it will become much harder for Steven to maintain whatever story he's prepared.
Do you know Kayla Sadowski?
I do.
Okay, tell me about her.
She's a good friend.
Did you have any conflicts with her?
No.
Were you jealous of her at all?
No.
I mean, you know, was she romantically involved with Steve before you? So you didn't have any jealousy or anything like that about her? So, they went to pick her up. You stayed at the apartments, but you knew at that point that they were going to pick up Kayla to kill her.
Yeah, I knew that.
Okay. At that point, and just out of curiosity, any reason you didn't call the police?
I did not call the police.
Any reason you didn't?
No.
Okay.
They came back. They told me that they were going to go back the next day to go put suntan lotion on her, body lotion on her, perfume, whatever you can find. They had not had the smell on her, like the after kind smell. They had put everything over her to cover that smell of her.
Okay.
Steve said the reason why I killed her because she put me in prison for 2 years.
What did he say about what they had just done?
He didn't really say anything. He just kept his mouth shut.
So he didn't say much.
No.
But was he the organizing this whole thing? Was he the one that kind of controlling it and telling people to do this?
Yeah.
Against detectives'
Even
expectations,
his wife.
even Steven's own wife is telling them that he's the one behind it. With that, Narina's interview is wrapped up, and there's only one more person Detective Peterson needs to speak with.
Dude!
As Steven sits in the interrogation room,
You couldn't get that shit out of me. You couldn't get that shit out of me. If I'm not even joking, if you are a cult leader and everyone in your alleged cult just snitches on you, oh my god, the embarrassment of all embarrassments, you couldn't torture that information out of me. You couldn't. Why are you here? I wouldn't even say anything. I wouldn't. Oh, I'm here because my wife and I'm here because my wife and my competitive cheerleading group fucking turned on me because I was an asshole that never fed them and only took from them.
he has no idea that the people he spent years controlling, including his own wife, have already turned against him.
Oh
But
my
going into this
God.
interview, Detective Peterson faces a challenge. Upon hearing of Steven's arrest, his mother has already requested an attorney who is now on the way to the station. And so, the clock is ticking. Detectives need to extract the truth from Steven before the lawyer arrives and shuts the interview down.
I'll answer some questions, whatever you guys got, the best as I know, but my mom says she's going to try to do everything she can to get me a lawyer and everything.
So, is that, you want to answer questions?
But I can stop anytime.
You can stop anytime you want.
Okay, go ahead.
You know Kayla Sadowski?
That's my ex-girlfriend. Me and her have had passed for years, and
Tell me about her.
I miss that girl, but she's a handful. She's like, me and her, we always argued all the time.
About what?
Just anything. Like,
Bruh.
she'd get jealous if I'm talking to somebody. Like, if I'm talking to a cousin that's a female, she would think I'm cheating on her. And then she would threaten me, like, she would kill me. She pulled a gun out on me and Brian.
Were you upset with her specifically about, say, did you blame her for going to prison or anything like that?
No, because you want to know the funny thing about that? She put me in prison for a year. Said that I choked her, that I slammed her against the wall. She lied because I was messing with her sister at the time.
So you were not involved in the planning and
Not the
execution
crazy
of
ex-girlfriend.
Kayla's death?
No, I was not.
Was Bryn involved?
He was with me at the time, and the only time he wasn't with me, no, Brian came down there, because he drove with us.
And when you say he was with me at the time, at what time?
When we were going on our honeymoons, and when we went to South Carolina.
Okay, so
no,
what does that have to do with when she was killed?
I'm not sure.
Well, you brought it up, so I'm just curious. You said that he was with me at the time. What do you mean?
Oh, like when I was going down to South Carolina and Florida.
Right, what does that have to do with Kayla's death?
Oh, I don't know anything about that.
In an attempt to deflect blame from Bryn, Steven just revealed he was with him at the time of Kayla's murder. But there's a problem. Kayla's time of death was never made public. And just like Kaylin, Steven has unknowingly implicated himself.
What a
In Steven's
fucking
mind,
moron.
Kaylin is the one who pulled the trigger, which makes him innocent. But detectives see it very differently. They view Steven the way prosecutors often view notorious cult leaders like Charles Manson. The person who pulls the trigger isn't always the most responsible. Under the law, the person who plans a killing can be just as, if not more culpable than the one who carries it out. Seeing that Steven refuses to tell the truth, Detective Peterson decides to push harder
the amount
and
of
reveal
clout that
damning
man
evidence
got, like,
Steven can't talk
this
his
man
way out
doesn't
of.
deserve,
But this
like,
strategy is about to backfire.
to be compared to anyone
have you
famous
ever
in
been to
any
the
way.
Old Boysville facility?
One time.
When was that?
Not that I
That
listen
was
to me.
many years.
Not that I think Charles Manson deserved his fame, all right? But when you're putting a fucking loser and you're like, he's like this notorious killer, you're kind of giving him room for a spotlight. You're giving him room. They're like, oh, the modern day Manson, and then all of a sudden he's got a bunch of clout and that's what he wanted, and now he's got a bunch of fans. It's kind of like that guy who killed a bunch of people when he was on meth. You remember this? And he was like rather good looking. So when he went to court, a bunch of people on Instagram, like a bunch of girls, started like sending him money and letters and stuff because he was hot, and he got all this clout even though he killed a bunch of people for no reason. He killed a mother that was walking to work.
Yeah.
He just, for no reason. They asked him why, and he said just because he could. They don't deserve the attention.
When it was open.
Remember when we started talking, right?
Yeah.
I told you, I know everything about you, Steve. I know more about your wife and your Bryn and yourself probably than you do. So, and I'm going to ask you straight up, is there any reason, or I should say, would it surprise you to know that we have a Facebook conversation between you and Bryn at Boysville that night?
No, you don't.
I can guarantee we do.
Well, this is where I need my lawyer then.
Okay. Sounds good,
because I know that's not a lie.
Oh, it's a guarantee. You'll see that. It's not a lie. The only thing that's been a lie is what you've been telling me since we sat down. Understand, we've talked to...
So everything I just said was a lie?
Yes.
Okay. I need a lawyer then.
Okay. That's fine.
Because I just told you everything by play of what happened.
Okay. Just know this. The fellowship you have is broken up. Everyone's talking, including your wife. We smoke in an arena. We know everything. And I mean everything.
Oh my God. Eat him up.
It's up to you if you want to talk. You said you want to talk to your lawyer. I'll let you have your lawyer. But
the fellowship has fallen. Let me put this in simple terms for you, son. It's Jover. It's Jover for you.
I'll help you. Okay? Any questions for me?
No, sir.
Okay.
The moment detectives confront Steven with evidence placing him at the crime scene, he's caught off guard and completely shuts down. And now, even without Steven's confession, investigators are able to piece together what happened to Kayla that night. Steven orchestrated the attack, recruited the others to carry it out, and later returned to conceal her body before fleeing the state. Kaylin was the attacker. She participated in the assault and ultimately fired the shot that
She's
killed
the murderer,
Kayla.
yeah, but he
Bryn was the lure.
quote-unquote
Posing as her boyfriend for weeks, he gained Kayla's trust and convinced her to meet him, ultimately driving her directly to her death.
Bring her with you, too. But don't let her know that you are.
I'm sleeping in a tent underneath the bridge, by myself.
What the
Send me location. I got Kayla. She's in my hands now. She fell right in my trap.
LOL.
Dude, I can't find the gym.
I hear you. You getting closer?
Clear.
Sierra acted as part of the ambush team waiting.
Did they just fucking AI their voices so that they can? Did they just? That sounded like, this is insane. Did they fucking? Does that sounded like them?
I'm sleeping in a tent underneath the bridge.
Well, we don't know what she sounds like.
By myself.
Send me location. I got Kayla. She's in my hands now. She fell right in my trap.
LOL.
Dude, I can't find the gym.
I hear you. You're getting closer.
Clear.
Sierra acted as part of the ambush team waiting for
That's
Kayla,
what they did.
serving as
That's
lookout as the
fucking
murder
insane.
unfolded. Narina never went to Boysville that night. Instead, she stayed at the apartment monitoring a police scanner, ready to warn the group if law enforcement was approaching.
What?
And Alex supplied the firearm, later retrieving it and helping conceal the evidence afterwards. In the end, none of the Reapers would escape accountability. Alex pleads guilty to tampering with evidence and accessory charges, receiving a sentence of 5 to 10 years in prison.
Damn!
Narina receives 13.5 to 30 years, while Sierra is sentenced to 18.5 to 30 years after both pled no contest to second-degree murder.
She didn't
Bryn
even
and
shoot the
Caleb
bitch.
each
What?
plead no contest to second-degree murder and are sentenced to 40 to 60 years in prison. And Stephen Bales is convicted of first-degree murder and conspiracy to commit murder, receiving life without parole, along with a second life sentence
Damn, you get
with the
10
possibility
years
of
for
parole.
being accessory
As
to
for
murder?
Caitlin's claims that she had murdered 16 people, detectives were unable to connect her to any other killings, leading them
You know
to
what's so funny about this? You guys, I have a story to tell you. You know what's so funny about this? Because, bro, this fucking moron
believe
right
the
here.
confession was fabricated.
This moron right here called the police and was like, I'm gonna pin the blame on everyone else. And then he ended up ratting on himself also. At the grocery store, I was backing in to get into a spot, like to fix it. And then this lady backed into me, okay? And we were both like, oh, like, there's not really much damage. We don't have to go through insurance, blah, blah, blah. She ends up going through insurance because I get a notification that it's gone through insurance. Okay, she ends up ratting on the both of us. Okay, the insurance side with me, and now she just told on herself. She just fucking told on herself because she tried to get one up on me. She tried to get one up on me, and now she's in insurance jail because it wasn't my fault because she was backing up. So I don't know. I just feel like similar story, you know. When you try to do something, you should do it because you are innocent and a good person, and not because you want someone else to pay for your crimes. Coco, you're silly. How am I silly? That reminds me, I need a dash cam. Me too. Me too. Her insurance, you both backed into each other. What did she think was gonna happen, bro? She was backing out of a spot. I was established in the lane. And there's actually no damage on either car. It's fucking insane. And this fucking guy was like, I called the police and I fear for my life and I'm running. And I have videos of everyone and everyone's at fault except me. Next fucking interview, he's going, I know you have video of me in the car picking her up. They actually couldn't even see the driver. They don't actually know who picked her up. They had to wait. They didn't have a warrant for their phone records or anything like that yet. None of that. He just gave that information up for free. Like, what?
Under pressure by Stephen and Bryn. Even so, investigators are still looking because there's no way of knowing whether Kayla was their first victim or simply the first one to be found. And while this case left Michigan shaken by a deadly cult no one knew existed, our next case takes us to a place where violence and gang activity lurk around every corner. These are the members of one of the most infamous gangs in Washington.
Oh?
And in just a few moments, these two seemingly
Washington has gangs? Wait, he's doing it again. He's doing it again. He's seamlessly, this is the end of the video. This is it. Look, he's seamlessly introducing us into the next video like he did with the ad. Oh my God. Yeah, what the fuck's going on in Washington? This, Dr. Insanity is too good. He's too good because I'm like, oh, next episode, okay.
innocent teenagers are about to become their targets.
No, my people. I see my people. I hear my people.
By the time police arrive at the scene...
Bro, is this footage from their own house? And you see the reflection of him pulling a gun out. If you're committing crimes, why the fuck Why the fuck do you have cameras around your house? What? Are we being dead ass?
By the time police arrive at the scene, it's already too late.
No, this is sad. That's just gang violence. These fucking assholes, these fucking morons, fucking gangrene. Hold on, where are they? These guys. Fucking gangrene over here. They're just stupid. They're just fucking dumb. They're just stupid. Okay, this video, actual gang violence. That's actually really sad. That's actually really sad. It's fucked up. Like, I genuinely, when I saw this picture of them, where are they? There's just no way that this is a real cult. Like, this is just people who called themselves a cult that don't have any fucking brain cells to begin with. You know what I mean? Anyways, if you liked the video, make sure you go to Dr. Insanity's channel. Make sure that you subscribe. Thumbs it up. It's really good. I'm gonna give you the link in the chat.